Okay, I think I'm going live. Let me just double check, make sure I got audio. Do I have audio? Hello, hello? Do I have audio? I do have audio. That's awesome. All right, so something I've been doing, it's kind of really been more of an experiment right now. I was painting this guy, and I just finished doing the cloak. Hopefully that turned out pretty good, I think. Just a white cloak. I wanted to give him black armor. So I did some searching on the internet, and I came across a web page. Let me see if I can find it. It is creativetwilight.com, and Painting Black is the web page. Anyways, so one of the things that they suggested, and I thought this was pretty cool, was to use a really dark blue. Um, I had midnight blue with Vallejo midnight blue, which is or night blue, which is this one here, and I added a little black to it, so it does have some black in it. Anyways, that was my base coat. What I'm doing now is I'm taking some of the sorry, my arms are in the way. I'm taking some of the somber gray. And of course, there's a light there, so you can't see anything. Let's see. Yeah, maybe you can see that there. Somber gray. So I've been using that. And I've been using that as kind of like a secondary highlight before I start getting to my final highlight. I'm not sure why this is kind of acting wonky. And I don't know if you can see it very well, but it does look like there's it did come out fairly well, which I'm kind of impressed with. I like the it looks a little bit better live, I think, than in life than it does like on the camera, but that might just be because this camera is kind of a cheap camera. Basically, what the idea is that I'm not, it's kind of like when you look at Batman's cape, right? Batman's cape is not just a flat black. There's other colors in it, blues and grays. So the idea behind it was that I wanted to take that idea to create this. And surprisingly, there's not really that many black in here. There's not that much black. I'm interested in the final product because really with non-metallic metals, you're not going to know until the very end how it looks. I will forewarn you though, it's very late here. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I am very loopy, so I'm not sure how long I am going to stream for, and I might just be the only one here anyway, so I'll doodle with this for just a little bit, and we'll see what happens. Might just pull up some music as well. Pardon me while I do that. Let me see what kind of music I can get into here. The I'm using the Streamlabs widget just because. And really, to be honest, I've not really been super impressed. Let's try this one. Yeah. Let's see if I can turn the volume down now. Let's see. Not sure, but I think I might have screwed that up. Oh well. Let's try that. Monitor and output. Yeah, I don't know that that's working. Oh well. No big deal. So, anyway, as you can see here, it's looking kind of sketchy right now, and I don't mean sketchy as in a scary sort of way. There we go. That's much better. But let's just wait and see what happens here. Again, if anybody wants to support me, this will probably be on my YouTube channel, but if anybody wants to support me, I have a Venmo. I also have a PayPal, and that can be, you can contribute through there. I don't know if I wanted to go that thick on that line, but that's okay. I'm just kind of... One thing also I've noticed about my painting style, and something I've had to try to not do, is I have a tendency to scratch. And I think that's because I used to... Well, when I sketch, I will scratch quite a bit. And I need to, I guess, be more precise with my lines instead of just scratching. And really that looks like more of a highlight than what I want. So I'm probably going to come back over this with some other... sorry, I'm sure I'm making everybody sick by moving the camera around like this, but I'm trying to get everything to not be so blurry. So yeah, anyway, the idea is I'm probably going to come back in here with a darker color and try to like tone down some of the highlights I'm putting in here. But and I realize, like, to you, everything's like on the side, but to me, it's the only the mini's actually facing towards me, so. But if there's anybody who sees this in the future and has any suggestions, I'm always open to constructive criticism. You know, just feel free. Feel free to at me. But only in the best possible way. But yeah, I probably should have done like maybe a mix of this with the original base coat, like the black or darker blue. Well, a black. So the thing that this is making me think of right away, for some reason or another, City of Lost Children with Ron Perlman. If anybody's ever seen that, it's a great film. One of those really great films you can just zone out to. Or get in the zone with. I guess zone out's not really a good way to say it, but it's a really good film. It's all in French, so you have to read the subtitles unless you know French. Trying to get this little chink here, like this little cut. It's like a. Trying to get that. And I think I'm gonna probably end up painting those black or something, as you do. And some of these I'll probably like, it looks like there's a, what do I want to say, like a strap or something there. So I'll probably go back in there with like some brown or something. This sash I'm probably going to do as a red, because why wouldn't you do it as red? But of all the minis I've been painting out of this Folklore the Affliction box set, this is probably the one I've been most impressed with, because it does have so much detail in it. There wasn't a lot of mold line to deal with, which was nice. So not a lot of stuff to do pre anything with. That's right. Halloween in May. Who would have ever thought? But yeah, I'll be coming back in here with a darker color, maybe go back with a wash of that midnight blue with some black in it to kind of tone this down just a little bit. You know, something for that, it's supposed to autofocus. This camera doesn't really autofocus very well. So, yeah, that's how tired I am. And I think my problem is that I'm painting this late at night, and everybody else is not painting this late at night. So I need to find some music that's in public domain. So if anybody watches this in the future, hit me up if you got any ideas for music. Or if there's anything you want to see me paint. I mean, I'm always willing to try new things, so expand my horizons, as it were. Or if you want to just let me know what your favorite flavor of paint is, we can do that too. So a lot of this is not like like a lot of this is not like a solid armor piece. A lot of it, a lot of the, a lot of the details is just like chainmail or ringmail or um, you know hide armor or something like that. And so I don't really have to do a lot of like how like on a metal piece of metal the light would um, cause different what am I looking for? Shadows, I guess. Yeah, those words in nighttime. And I'm usually more of a night owl, but because it is like past the time I normally go to bed. Another thing I found that you can do is, as long as your paint's still wet, just use your finger and wipe it off. And that's helped me quite a bit. Now I'm hoping my mic picks up my voice and everything. If not, I'm going to try and figure out how to use my headphones, which I'm sure is not difficult. I'm just I do IT for a living, and so trying to troubleshoot things on my own is kind of a pain. It's like one of those situations where you're like, I don't, I really don't want to do this, and so you just put it off. And of course, I'm trying to avoid using like traditional washes, but I might end up just, throwing a Nuln Oil or something on here. To be honest, one of the things I found out, or I watched Sigmar minis, and was it Sigmar? Yes, Squidmar minis. Anyways, his suggestion was to try and avoid using washes, and I've been trying to do that for quite a while now. I think it's helped. There's been a few times I think where it's been I've had to do a wash, which I'm okay with. I mean, as long as the end product looks really good, I'm, I'm not certainly not Sam Lance or anyone like that, but, and I think sometimes they use the washes too, but something else I wanted to try and do was to try and put like some aspects of like a silver and some aspects of a gold in here. So like maybe the outlines of things would be a gold, and some of the plate areas might just be a silver. Or of course the ringlets would be a silver or a lighter steel. And every once in a while I'll catch myself scratching, and I've got to stop doing that. So I like that. That's coming out pretty good. Alright, now onto the helmet. I like the way the white came out. I really do. I think that came out looking pretty good. I don't know if that shows very well. Now, of course, if I was a better artist, I would be able to freehand something on the back, but, it is what it is. And because I'm painting this for somebody else, I really don't want to experiment that much. Maybe I'm just a little bit chicken. I don't know if I like that music being that loud still, but I guess we'll just have to find out. So I like how it's kind of turning out now. put a lighter background behind it, maybe it'll look a little bit better. So I cut all my highlights, they're like on my edges. And where there was plate armor, I don't know if you can see it under the arms. Where there was plate armor, I was able to like add some highlights there. I think there's a couple of parts I missed. I know I missed them. Let's see if I can hit some of these just a little bit more. So if anybody's out there that has like any non-metallic metal recipes or steps or anything they would like to share, please feel free. The sword, of course, will be painted a little bit later. Yeah, that's terrible. You guys can't see any of that. This automatic focus is terrible. I think I got most of my stuff, looks like. Let's see how the helmet, top of the helmet looks. It's not too bad. So, yeah, I think, yeah, Nuln Oil. And I haven't used Nuln Oil for a long time. So, this is a 00 brush. I'm going to switch to a large brush. There's 4. That's Ground Nightshade. That's GTI Violet. There's my Nuln Oil. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that they do make different types of Nuln Oil. The one I have is gloss. They do make a matte, which I think is just the regular one, but that's one I'll be using. I do have some army painter washes, but those are kind of, I don't know. I'm not that impressed with them, to be honest with you. So the army painter washes are not bad. It's just that there's they don't flow as well as the the Citadel ones. So as far as Games Workshop goes, I will say that at least their washes are really good. Everything else they have is, you know, as you would know, is rather expensive. And so normally I will steer away from that. I'll make my own washes if I have to, which is just basically, color with some water and maybe some flow improver or flow medium. And that's how I make my washes. But for tonight, the oil must flow, and flow it shall. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. I just thought of this after I put the Nuln Oil on. I'm probably going to lose my blue, but that's okay. It'll still come out in the highlights, but trying to be very careful around my white. Not that I couldn't paint over it, I just don't want to. Because, I don't know, at least for me, once I have a color the way I like it, I don't want to go back over it. Because then it's like, oh, well, now I've got to do this other area. And just keep going all over, and you know what I mean. And I'll more than likely end up, maybe just, there's like 2 other areas that I'll need to paint after the armor. I'm going to say the armor is like 25% done the way I want it. Concept in my head is much different than the way it's coming out. But that's alright. Again, 2:30 here, so if words don't come out, that's why. And I'll probably be going to bed after I get this wash on, because we'll have to let it dry for a half hour anyway. And I might as well let it dry overnight, or for what's going to pass overnight. But I will be posting this to my YouTube, because you never know, somebody may watch it. I hope they do, because that would just be rad. Let's see, tonight I watched my friend Mike Disney have he has 6,000 followers on Twitch, and so he just threw a little party. It was nice, good tunes, hung out. I was basically painting the whole time, so I didn't really talk, but we're in the chat, so it was fun. So congratulations to Mr. Mike Disney at Mike Disney art by Mike Disney, I think it was. NM. Have to slop this on a little bit more, I think. Nothing like good slopping. But I think this might turn out to be, actually now that I'm looking at it, this may turn out to be what I want to have happen. And I know I said I was going to try and avoid my whites, but I may have to do some touch anyway. If anybody has any painting tips, I know the community is really great. I love the community. Lots of people, lots of friends, just, sharing ideas, painting together. It's really great. It was really, really a good time. So, just gonna get that on there. Looks like I just have the helmet. And I know you can't see it if I'm like way over there. You probably haven't been able to see most of this for the entire stream. Another thing I might do is put down some tape to really get a good idea of where the camera is. So I'll know, like, my hands always have to be in this area, or the mini always has to be in this area. Yep, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Alright, so that is how it's going to turn out, I think. Let's see if I get a more zoom. Zoom. Also, just a word of warning. Always make sure you check your seal on your pots for new people. I'm sure everybody's had the experience with it so far, where it dries everything out. So, let's take a look here. I still got all the armor down. There's a couple areas, like, the pants that'll, of course, they'll be a different color. And then the boots will probably be a different color, so. Let's see if I can get. Because his eyes, for some reason, look all cockeyed. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? He has a... Don't want to screw it up, because I got his face looking really handsome and all. I'm not sure why there's like a white dot there. That's going to bother me. But I will deal with it. No, I gotta do it now, don't I? Alright, I've seen it. Let's see. No, I'll do it for tonight. Because I don't want to get that paint out. But I think if nothing else, then this is going to really show, you know, it's really going to take the black back, and this is underarm there. So it's like one of those things that if I don't fix it, it's going to keep me up all night. Hopefully there's not anybody else in that situation. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I know you can't see what I'm doing. Come on, get it together, Polly. Do, do. Do, do. Alright, better. I can sleep tonight. So, I'm hoping black armor was the way to go with this. I'll figure it out more tomorrow, I guess, in the light of a new day. One more spot. And I may end up doing 2 coats of Gnome oil, or just like maybe a actual wash of like just a, or like a, I guess it's not a glaze if it's a dark color, but so, alright, I think I got everything. If this is not gonna work, then I'll probably end up, well, I mean, it'll work. It's gonna, you know, it's a wash, so it'll make everything darker. But if it comes back and it's not quite right, then I can always go back over it. I'm going to turn them like this so I don't have to look at that eye that's like all either cockeyed or something's wrong with it. I'm also planning on rearranging my office, so hopefully, at least as far as like streaming and my gaming computer and stuff, it'll be in a better spot. But yeah, we'll take a look at this again in the morning, see how we do, and if we need to make any changes, or if I just need to, put more shadow on, or not shadow, highlights. So, alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. You can like me at PollyHasIsCracker on Instagram. You can follow me there. You can also follow me on Facebook, PollyHasIsCracker. You can... I have Patreon, but it's not really set up yet. You can Venmo me, and I think that's in my link on my Twitch channel. You can also, and it should be on my YouTube channel as well. You can also, I think my PayPal is set up on both, and then also I think the Patreon is set up on my Facebook and my YouTube channel. As far as this goes, I've still got a lot of work to do to get this looking more professional, let's say. But hopefully you'll come across this, you'll say, hey, that guy had a good idea, or wow, that quote looks really kicking, and I need that in my life. And you'll say, okay, well, I need to follow this guy. So let me know. I'm going to go ahead and close the stream. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me, and we'll see where this goes. Thanks. Bye.